Babies. Hi. Okay. Okay. You too. Gaga. Come on, mommy. So, shortly after you saw us walking, we were walking kind of along some of this, and then we saw a little hole which looked like you could climb up and enter into a canyon, and it loops around. However, that was up, and we have King and Zizi today. So what I thought was, we don't know if we could bring the dogs up, meant we're not doing any of that. Today, we continued walking, and then we found another one of those, but at ground level. So we entered in, and I got a video of it not very long ago, probably before this. Very, very narrow. I could barely fit. Backpacks came off. The dogs were okay until we had to do some climbs and climb over some boulders, which never felt so difficult, but was hard. There was some moaning and groaning, sliding. No one fell. But there were a few moments that were a little too close to a mess for me. And having the dogs also. But that put us into parent mode, and my little mommy instincts came out, and he was on that same vibe too, and it was just, we had to take care of the babies. Speaking of babies, King almost fell while we were passing him from Roberto to me, and I just didn't have him fully, and I didn't know what was below, and I just didn't want my wing to fall, so I grabbed him however I could, and I broke my nail, which hurt, but I have my wing and the bear. And after that, he kind of made a noise, and he was like, oh, he didn't want to do it anymore. But I'm gonna tune out, because just because we're out here, that canyon loops, and a woman that we saw climbing over at that other end where there was kind of like a bit of a climb to get into, we met her not too long ago, and that loops. So we're gonna be along this for I'm not sure how long. I really didn't look into this trail very much, kind of just went for it, being that it's Christmas and we wanted to finish our 100 miles. So Merry Christmas, and cheers to our last hike for that December goal of hiking 100 miles in 23 days, which we are on track to finish regardless of what happens. But I don't want to get too excited, because I think we have to do that again. Well, I know we have to do that again. I just don't know what it's going to look like. But we're going to play safe and smart and protect these two at all costs. And I'll check in down the line.
I'm probably gonna have to climb down
First, right?
and then you throw the dog right at you.
Okay. Like drop him, I guess. Or he slides down and you...
No,
This is the revealing moment. Alright, where you see that light? That's where we've got to pop out. So a lot of it was And we brought the dogs with us. But we did it. And I broke a nail. These two survived with some rips and scratches and aspirin all over there. But these two really surprised Mama. You did so good today, babies. Time to find a spot to sleep. We just did the math, and I'm disappointed. I really did think we were on track towards achieving this goal, but for those of you following us this Vlogmas, we had the goal of hiking 100 miles in 23 days, and we completed a total of 94.5 miles. So we didn't make it, and I'm really pissed about that. I kind of jotted it all down here. So this is what we did today, Christmas Day, and then it goes all the way back to December 3rd. We're this close, but this isn't over. I likely am going to do another one of these. Maybe won't be vlog oriented, but I think a challenge like this was good, especially during the winter, for someone like me. So more to come there. But yeah, it is Christmas still. It's the 25th. It's almost 8 p.m. here. But Merry Christmas. And today's hike was scary. These two did really well. My nail's okay. It's just a little busted, if you care. But I'm gonna make some dinner, and I think it's safe to say, until next time.